dismissed every accomplishment I've made. You've talked about my father. Well, you call me an entitled millennial, I call you a carny succubus, because the dirty secret about you, the dirty secret is you need this generation more than it needs you.
Oh my goodness, what up, y'all? We're talking about Dynamite Collision, November 19, 2025. Tony Excalibur and Brian on commentary. We're in Boston. And I apologize. This week has just been so weirdly, like, I cannot fit anything in, any time to sit down and record. So these podcasts for the past week are going to come out a little late. I am very sorry when you get them. I know people like to listen and hear my thoughts on these things. I appreciate it, especially on the Spotify side. And the YouTube side once in a while. I get, brother. That's my boy right there. But I had a lot of fun. This was a 3-hour show, so I had to stuff this into like 2 days of watching with work and everything. And I finally got a 3-day weekend, for my birthday weekend, my anniversary weekend. So I was like, I'm going to watch some wrestling in my undies. Eat some chips and dip and all that good stuff. I'm done being sick for now. So let's go. We started off with who's going to be in this casino gauntlet tournament here for the National Wrestling Championship for AEW, because we have Full Gear. And yes, as I'm recording this, Full Gear has already happened, but we're going to talk about this show. Okay? So no, we're not going to just jump to the end of the line. We're going to stay right here in our lane. Okay? For now. But Bobby versus Ricochet, oh my gosh, dog. Ricochet is going on and on and on. The crowd is like, shut the up. Oh, and I'm just like, please, Bobby, just whoop that ass. Just whoop that ass. And there's the refs holding him back. I'm like, come on, ref. Let's get this match started. I cannot listen to Ricochet any fucking more. And finally, Bobby got him, threw him out there at Gates of Agony. This was an okay match, but Bobby gets the win. He's going to be in the gauntlet for Full Gear. Then we have the Ops promo. There's a big match tonight with, I believe, is it Hangman? Yeah, Hangman and Shibata, because, Mr. Samoa Joe has a match with him at Full Gear. Hey, with the steel cage, brother. I need an Ops shirt. I really do. Renee is with the Books. And Don Callis is like, are you going to join us in our family? We got a match next against Skyflight. And the Bucks are like, they're getting all this pressure from the Don Callis family. And I feel like I know where it's going. I feel it in my bones. We have the Young Bucks and Josh Alexander versus Skyflight. This was a really, really fun match. And the Young Bucks have a big match with Josh Alexander against Jurassic Express and Kenny Omega this Full Gear. So talk about a back and forth battle to start us off, get us out of that Bobby Ricochet stinker. And Young Bucks and Josh get a win. The Don Callis Don jumps in the ring and he's like, all right, Bucks, make your decision. Then here comes Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega gets beat down and Don's like, if you really want to show us that you're part of the Don Callis family, take out Kenny Omega. Show us physically that you want us to destroy, that you want to be part of this family. And the Young Bucks are like, oh no, what do we do? What do we do? But here comes Jurassic Express. One with a vacuum, one with a snow shovel. The vacuum threw me and it had the cord wrapped all around it. So an extension cord / vacuum. Yeah. That's how we get things done here. But Kenny Omega and Jurassic Express chase them all off. And Bucks, the Bucks didn't do the EVP triggers at all. So I was very happy about that. I'm like, oh man, the turn is coming. Because like if you've been watching Be Elite, they're learning their ways. They're learning that being assholes ain't cool no more. With Christopher Daniels, and he's just like, they're like, wait a minute. If you're nice to people, you get rewarded? What? So this is the moral of the story here, and I'm hoping, because I'm wearing my Elite shirt right now. The Books and Omega. Then we go right into Renee with Harley and Willow. Was it the Babes of Wrath or the Wrath? Babes of Wrath, right? Well, they're ready. They're ready to go. Then we have R.I.P. Bob Caudle. 1930 to 2025. This recently happened. A legend in the commentary game. So hearing his name was like, just like, whoa, Bob? oh, shit. All right, damn. But Tony Schiavone showed some love. Next up, we have Shelton Benjamin versus Mike Bailey. Whoo, baby. Shelton, as old as he is, man, he can still go. MVP gets on commentary, and I love what MVP adds so much when he's just like, don't quit playing with your meat. Quit playing with your food. Just eat. Come on, Shelton. But Shelton does get the win over Mike Bailey, entering him in the gauntlet match as well. The number, I think, second spot. Bobby got the first spot, something like that. So we're going to hurt people in this thing. But Shelton Benjamin gets the win. We have Mox and Claudio versus Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong. Mox call helps, but I'm really interested to see where we're going with Moxley. Him tapping, he's going to have a match with Kyle O'Reilly at Full Gear, which I'm very excited about. No holds barred. But Mox and Claudio and Orange Cassidy and Roger Strong, they tear it up, man. This is just a good night for some crazy wrestling. Yuta helps. Then Kyle O'Reilly comes out. Just chaos. Mox count. Brodito promo. They take on FTR. Yeah. Brodito. Kenny Omega with the Jurassic Express. They cut a promo. There's like $1 million on the line. I don't care. We're going to whoop your ass. Yes. Timeless love bombs. Ugh, I just love their little dance and everything like that. Goes against Alex Windsor and Riho. This was a really fun match. Oh, I love timeless love bombs. They're both in my heart. Oh, they need a shirt. Do they have shirts yet for these guys? Because I will get a shirt. But yeah, this was an awesome. This is the tag team tournament match. Who's going to be that? And then they're going to have a fatal 4-way to decide who's going to get at Full Gear. Who's going to get the stipulation for the match or whatever. I don't know. This tournament's going wild. Let it go wild. But we got a badass women's tag team match right here. Then we go to Renee. She's with Mark and Kyle, and with Don, of course, like that. And Mark Briscoe's like, I'm going to take you on, Kyle. I'm going to take you on them boys. And he gets his ass kicked by the Don Callis family. And what's crazy about this, Don Callis is like, you better share your love, your family. I'm going to make your kids orphans. I was like, damn. Ain't got to get personal like that, bruh. No way, bruh. Then we have a promo of Pac, the Boston, talking to Darby Allin. It's going to be him and Darby at Full Gear. Hangman versus Shibata. Oh, this was a really fun match. And Joe on commentary, his evil laugh. He's ready for Hangman. And, Joe on commentary is so great. He's insulting everybody. Like, it's just great stuff here, man. But then, of course, Joe attacks. And, he attacks. Yeah. I'm ready for Hangman versus Joe. Joe. FTR, of course. Then we get then we go into Collision here because it is a Dynamite / Collision. We go to TJ versus Bane and Marina. This is okay. I just like when Bane and Marina won. The Timeless Love Bombs came on and said, we're going to beat your ass. Top to bottom. So that's good stuff. Chris Statlander, really cool promo. She's taking the pain. She's like, I am going to absorb everything you throw at me, Mercedes, because we will go to war. Then we get some Bang Bang Gang. Bang Bang Gang. Bang Bang Gang. The $10,000. I love juice. I love me some juice. Guns up, baby. Okada versus Dorado. Whoo! Don on commentary. This was my match of the night, to be really honest. Okada versus Dorado. Oh my gosh. They beat the shit out of each other, but Okada gets the win. I love when Don grabs the mic. He says, for the AAA Trio Championship, it's going to be him, and then it's going to be Okada, and then it's going to be Takeshita, and during this whole thing, Drilistico, I think was going to be part of this team. Okada's face when Don announces Takeshita, he's like, oh, that guy, bitch. His you just got to watch his face when Don's announcing that Takesha's going to be part of the team. Awesome. Renee's with the Sister of Sins. They're spooky indeed, spooky as they should be. They want to advance in the tournament because they got to win. The Sisters of Sin. Ring of Honor Television Unification Championship. I don't know. I guess Red Velvet's a TV champion. Monet's a TV champion. So I haven't watched any Ring of Honor in a very long time. It's been like over a year, maybe two, when I was like trying to religiously watch Ring of Honor TV, but I have no idea or the story behind the Ring of Honor TV championships with these two. Chris Statlander's on commentary. Not so great. Just, I've studied the tapes. I've studied the tapes. But I gotta say, there's too many goddamn commercials. But thankfully, my DVR, so the match ends like before the match can even end, like finished, it ends on the DVR. Then I have to go into the countdown for Full Gear or whatever. So it's kind of a pain in the ass to watch this match. This was fun. Red Velvet, but I love the finish with Money off the top rope. Red Velvet getting the 1, 2, 3. Unifying the Ring of Honor championships, and I love the fact that she just attacks Chris Statlander. Then the Continental Classic starts next week. Then we got World's End. Oh my gosh, so much good stuff around the corner. Full Gear. Are you ready? Ho. I am. But after 3 hours of sitting there in my undies watching some AEW like a sicko, I enjoyed it big time. And my match of the night was Okada versus Dorada. Second match of the night was Timeless Love Bombs versus Alex Windsor and Riho. A lot of great stuff, man. Kenny Omega. What's going to happen is the Young Bucks going to turn. There's a lot of stuff. A lot of great stuff on this show. So I will give it a 5 out of 5. Tony Excalibur Bryan on commentary. Dynamite / Collision, November 19th, 2025 in Boston. And RIP Bob Caudle. That's it. That's all. Drop those comments below. Hit that like. Hit the subscribe. Share with your grandma. Share with your grandpa. Share with the woman at Walmart. I am KMB the Sexy Ninja, and remember that the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
Neck and shoulders, but around his... Oh, my God. What a pump. Oh. Did you see that? Did you see that, Tony Schiavone?